Thank you for joining me. My name's Jonathan Bruce, and I will hopefully take you on a enjoyable ride through what Comic-Con is all about, through my angle. And I say that because Comic-Con is different for everyone. Comic-Con offers each and every single person exactly what they want when they go to Comic-Con. So this is kind of my take on it, but this was also the first time I ever went to it, Comic-Con of 2019, July. So I would like to think that I'm going to at least give you a good general view of what it's all about. For instance, what you're looking at now was Wednesday night. This was preview night. So we're looking at footage that I took within the first, 9 minutes of being there. And whoa, was I just awestruck at the awesomeness, the amazingness, the inner child that comes out, the geek that just rages and comes alive like never before since it's been a kid. This is Comic-Con. This is amazing. It's the funnest time of your life. It's the greatest time of your life, and it changes you forever. And that is what you get in just preview night. All right, that's preview night. Let's go over to the next day. The first thing you realize the next day when you get to Comic-Con on the first morning is, wow, I'm in San Diego. It is beautiful. It's stunning everywhere you look. The ocean. Well, let's go inside. Now I'm going to take you on a journey that starts with appreciating the cosplayers. They are everywhere. The heroes, the villains, they are everywhere, and they are amazing. They pose for you. If you're a vlogger or you have a podcast, they'll do an interview with you. If you're a professional photographer, you can buy 30 minutes, an hour. If you have a show, you can interview Bob Ross in a live painting that's actually come alive. Freaking hilarious. I love that guy. But there's also just like this sweetness of like Spider-Man hanging out with the kid, and the kid probably loving the fact that he's hanging out with Spider-Man. You get the kind of general gist that this thing is maybe made for kids just as much as it's made for adults and created by adults. Maybe we thought it was for adults, but really all along it's just for these kids, because when you see them, it seems like it just is, but then you just see the craft again. The artwork that these people do and put on their bodies my God, how do you do that? How do you do that? That is incredible. I don't know how you become Iron Man like that. That guy's just really big, and that's not fair. Whatever. But then you see your favorite characters. So that's me, by the way. Like Meeseeks, man. That's the first episode I saw. And then if you forget about the last season, you got the Night King. Everyone likes the Night King, And then there's also that person who she was just really nice, so I just took a picture with her. She was also really nice. There's just a lot of nice people, and just once again, the talent, the immense amount of talent that you see there is amazing. And these cosplayers live like celebrities while they're there, and they deserve it. They spent so much time working on their craft. But this is just one side to Comic-Con, of these geeks finally getting immense amounts of appreciation and kind of living a weekend like a celebrity. There's another side. There's the other side to Comic-Con where you want to see Marvel take the panel, the stage, the famous side of Comic-Con. The side of Comic-Con where you see the H, Hall H, where all the famous movie studios take the stage. You've waited 48 hours. You raise your emblem on Saturday morning because you finally made it. You grow in happiness. But why did you do that? Well, it's because you waited 48 hours in line. Let me take you through it. So, we were just there, right, where we saw the H. Okay. Now, on Thursday night at 11 p.m., rewind from Saturday morning, okay? Remember, Saturday morning we were there, going in, all happy, groaning. Rewind, Thursday night at 11 p.m. I and two others of our group of 12 went here to start the line for Saturday morning. The line starts there at that circle. So we went, sat on the park bench right there. But then they were like, no, new rule this year, no one can start a line the night before until 6 a.m. on Friday. So everyone who came there, which by the way was hundreds of people, had to basically pendulum swing, acting like we weren't doing a line, but it was ridiculous because like hundreds of people. And then right when they put the post down to start the line, hundreds of people just ran to get into the line. And I was about 5 seconds away from where they put the post down, and that even still meant that I was about where that second circle was. Pretty good spot, but still, the fact that I waited 11 to say at 6 a.m. and I still wasn't first in line, ugh. There's about 250 people, though. 250 people between that first circle and that second circle, and that hall fits about 6,000 people. That looks like a smiley face, so I'm just going to continue the smiley face. But first 250 and 6,000, pretty good considering the fact that all around this island is squeezed with people. So we did pretty good. And then you try to get your wristbands. So you wait in that line, and a army of volunteers, go down the line.
This is front of your badge, please. Front of the badge.
To scan your badge and give you a wristband.
You're all good.
And the wristband gives you permission to go into Hall H on Saturday morning. Now you have a choice. Once you get this wristband, which by the way, this is crazy, right? It looks like we're like refugees trying to get in the country. It's chaos. Everyone's cranky. You're worried about your spot in line. But you did it. Your group did it. Your group got the badges and the wristbands. You're free. And so I'm off the shift, right? Because I work Thursday night. So then we have a couple people from our group go under the tents, which you are then located to tents. And so that way they can sleep under the tents to keep your position in line so that way you have good seating on Saturday. So we had a couple people wait for us, sleep over there Friday night in that tent. And then we join them Saturday morning before Hall H opens. So there you go. You're caught up. You're caught up to this moment of 48 hours of waiting in line where we lifted up, smile, laugh, because we finally made it to Exhibition Hall H. Exhibition Hall H. I know I struggled with that word. Anyways, you're in. Oh my God, you're in. But you're still kind of speed walking because you're like, these are the last people I have to beat to get to my seat. That's going to be better than theirs. Kind of not really. You're just happy to be there, man. It's a huge hall. It's 6,000 people, and you know you're about to see Marvel, Star Trek, all the great ones. You're about to see all these cool celebrities on stage, and we had pretty good seats seeing it too.
I don't.
What is that?
What's that?
Blade.
Yeah, that logo, that's brilliant.
Whoa, love that.
Thor, Love and Thunder.
Are you Thunder? We're gonna have lots of surprises. I'm so excited.
That's enough. Let me get it back.
By the end of it, you're speechless. You're utterly speechless. So we didn't even know what to say. But all I knew is I had one of the greatest days of my life. I had one of the greatest weekends of my life. And I soaked it in. I soaked in every ounce of that sunset of that day. But hey, it's not over. You have your final day. You have your Sunday. The final day. Thank you, screen, for prompting that. So what do you do your final day? You know, you soak it in. You think about the partying you saw on Friday night. Which, by the way, the contrast between the partying and the family-friendly contrast at daytime is kind of amazing. It's fun, man. There's dancing on the boats. You got to get in there, but it's a fun atmosphere at nights. But back to the final day. Sorry, that was a little random thing I forgot to mention. You're just soaking it in. So one of the things I did is I went to the figurines on my last day. You want to go to the figurines on your last day. Just look at them for a little bit and enjoy like I did.
The theme from Rocky, the theme from Speed, they all end with me wishing that I was on my knees, giving it to Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves.
And then, you know, I spent a little bit more time soaking in the cosplayers. Left, right, soaking in how they're living, kind of like celebrities for the weekend, which I'm just so happy for the cosplayers every time I see them. They deserve it, the amount of craft they put in. And then this happened to me. I walked out of the bathroom and Lady Deadpool's there dancing. A trumpet player is playing Star Wars coming down the escalator. Minas Tirith, the girl in the white dress. Minas Tirith, the dress lady. My eyes couldn't believe it. My ears couldn't believe it. 2 hours before Comic-Con was done, the most visually geek thing that's ever been represented to me was right in front of me. Here, of all places. Where my soul felt most at ease. That was dramatic as fuck, but really though, if you go next year, you'll know what I mean. But I only had 2 hours left. So I walked in with 30 minutes left. Took in Artist's Way with all the art commissions that they have out. I bought a lot there, a little bit too much. And with 10 minutes left, I knew I had a choice. You know, I can really take in these 10 minutes. But I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear that it's over. I didn't want to hear you need to close. I couldn't hear it. So I stopped. And I knew I had to leave. I knew I had to leave. So I scanned my badge out. I looked at beautiful San Diego for the last time that day, from the vantage point at least of the exposition center. I saw regular life, FedEx, whatever, companies. And I looked back, Comic-Con, and the vast imagination that created it all. So I had a Guinness at a bar. Drowned my sorrows in liquor. I'm joking. I had memories. I had memories of the swag that was amazing. I had memories of when I made a Comic-Con family by waiting 48 hours in a line, getting wristbands, and seeing Marvel. I had memories of finding my favorite cosplayer. Halfway Mystique is so genius, my God. I had a memory of a clown choking the adult out of me so my inner child can finally thrive and enjoy a weekend. Posing with Batman with my brother. So many memories. We all had memories. So we sat down the final night and we talked about all our memories. Time of your life. I hope to see you next year.
That is, yeah, that's very tricky.
I have no concept.
And how about for you? You like that as well?
No one's like
You want some too? And for you?
no thank you.